Okay. Can I look? Okay. Okay. So, have you ever been in a situation where the events going on around you happen in mere seconds, but they feel like they're just dragging on and like lasting forever? Or where you don't feel like what's happening to you is really happening to you, and you're like somewhere outside your body just watching it happen. And so like anything can go wrong in an instant, and like something that you never thought would happen to you can happen at any moment. So you always have to just expect the unexpected. One Friday in the summer of 2004, my mom took every Friday that summer off to do something with me and my brother because she never got to see us. And that Friday we were going to the Children's Museum up in the Iowa City Mall. We left somewhere around 10 o'clock that morning, and as we were going down 218 South by the McKibben farm out there, we were going 60 miles an hour, and all of a sudden a car pulled off a maintenance road in front of us. I remember that I was sitting in the back seat, and I was like drawing a picture or something, and my head was down, and then all of a sudden the car took like a sharp turn, and I just remember being like jerked forwards and back harder than I like ever been jerked before. And I couldn't figure out what happened, and it took me a while to like just like look up and like look around and see what was going on. And I remember my mom, she like turned around to like see how my brother and I were doing, and I just remember seeing her face covered in blood from the impact. She got a bloody nose, and it was everywhere. So the people behind us, it was kind of funny because actually Mr. Timmermans, the old principal at the middle school, he was the first one on the scene, and so he got out and he started directing traffic across, like around us and everything. And then a lady behind him was a nurse, and so she was the one that helped my mom get me and my brother out of the car. And she asked us questions to make sure that we were okay and didn't have any like head trauma or anything. And then my mom called the ambulance and the police, and they showed up within minutes. While my mom was talking to the police, the lady had my brother and I go sit in the police car just to like sit down and like relax and just like breathe for a second. After they got done talking, they put us on a stretcher, and they took us in the back of the ambulance, and they took us to Virginia Gay Hospital. When we got there, my dad was already there, which was surprising because we weren't even like close. We were really like 10 minutes out of town, and he was all the way in Waterloo when we called him, so it was pretty fast that he got there. While we were there, we went through like an MRI and an x-ray just to make sure everybody was okay, and we all were. My mom and I both got whiplash, and so our necks hurt really bad. And from the seatbelts, my mom and I had like the bruising from the shoulder strap seatbelt, and so we were bruised there. But my brother, he hated seatbelts, so he put the shoulder strap behind him. And so when the impact came, he didn't have that to restrain him. So he flew forward and smacked his head on the driver's seat. And when he came back, he hit the left side of his face on the window, and he cracked open this part of his head. And then he had bruising instead, like on this part of the seatbelt is where he had the bruising, and he almost broke his collarbone. So we really didn't have a lot of injuries, but we were very lucky and thankful for that because the car got completely totaled, and I don't want to know what would have happened if like we didn't have on our seatbelts at all. So a little lesson would be, yes, to wear your seatbelts. You might not want to, but I can say like because we wore them, we didn't get injured. and we probably would have if we didn't have them. And to just be careful and always look out for the unexpected to happen, because I never thought that I was going to get into a car accident or anything, but it happened, and it was on just a regular day.